most likely time, and we have pessimistic time. So we want to work out expected time, right? Meaning that we have some time that we're looking at. We are optimistic that the time we allocated to that will be enough. We are most likely, we are not sure. We are thinking about pessimistic. We are still not sure. So in working out this is what we need to do. In working out this, we have to calculate the expected time. Some people will say we want to calculate the mean of the expected time because we have variety of time. We have first, we have what we call optimistic time, most likely time, and pessimistic time. Now, how do we get the expected time out of all these three times put together? What we need to do is to find the mean. Now, how do we calculate that? We do calculate the expected time of each network task. Empty column. This is the empty column that we have created, and this is what we are using, the formula for it. We use 1 multiplied by O. O simply means the optimistic time. And we multiply N. N means most likely time. We multiply by 4. And the pessimistic time we multiply by 1. And we divide the total by 6. So if you work out all this one by one, it means we have venue verification. I don't know why you're laughing. We have venue specification. We have optimistic time 2, and you can see the formula up there. It says optimistic 1 times 2, most likely is 4 times 2, and pessimistic time is 1 times 8. So if you sum all this together, this is going to be 2 plus 8 plus 8. That's going to be 16. Am I right?
Yeah.
This is 2.
2, 4.
No, this is 2 times 1.
Yeah.
This is 2 times 4, which is 8. This is 8 times 1. That's going to be 18. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right? 18.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 18 divided by 6. You can see the expected time here. 18 divided by 6
3.
is going to be 3.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to work out the rest ourselves now, quickly, right? Quickly, we're going to work it out, and let me just, I think I have some workings here. We have the full table now. We've worked on the full table all through now. If you check it from the beginning, we have arrived at the expected, arrived at the expected time for all the tasks, one by one. Like we said yesterday, that each task you have, you must dedicate them by numbers, and you must be able to identify the task by name, and you must be able to identify the preceding task. If you don't identify the preceding task, it's going to be difficult for you to do or to have your critical part identified. So that is what we have done now. We have identified, we have created expected time for all the activities from number 1 to number 11. Everything
Number
is created.
13.
So what we're going to do now is that these numbers that we get, that we arrive at after calculating the expected time, are the numbers we are going to use to run our critical parts. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're going to use this now to now plug our critical part. Thank you. So now I'm going to draw the critical activity is venue verification. We assume that venue verification is taken off. It doesn't have any preceding activity. And you can see here, it doesn't have any preceding activity here. It's 0. You can see. So we're taking off from there. So what we're going to draw here is going to be like this. So we're going to say this is going to be venue, right? Maybe we just say venue, right? So that venue, how many days do you calculate for it?
3 days.
3 days. So we put that 3 days here. What is the activity number? What is
Number
the activity
1.
number there? Number 1. We put the 1 here, right? So what's the next activities that we are going to do? Conference
Topic.
So, and we say conference topic is dependent on, is preceded by activity 1, right?
Yes.
So, meaning that activity 1 has to be completed before we do conference topic, right? So, we draw from here, because because this is 1, remember? So we go like this. We go to the second one.
Conference
I'm
topic.
going to name it 2.
Yeah.
How many days?
3 days.
3 days. We put our 3 here. Right?
Yes.
So after that, what's the next one there? The next activity
Call
is
for paper.
Call for
Paper.
Call for paper is going to is number 3.
Yeah.
And call for paper is dependent on activity 2. So this is activity 2. We're going like this. This is call for paper. What is the name of this? Conference topic.
Conference
So CP, conference P.
topic.
CT, conference topic, right. So now, conference paper, how many days is it?
6.
Expected days? 6 days. So we put our 6 days here, right?
Activity number 3.
The number is number
3.
3. That's number 3, right?
Yeah.
Now we're going to number 4 now. We say number 4.
Select
activity
papers.
is dependent on number.
Select papers.
It's dependent on number 3. So now, always put your arrow like this, something like this. So here, it's going to be, what's the name?
Select papers.
SL.
SP.
We just call it like that. How many days?
3 days.
3 days. You put your 3 days.
Number
here.
4.
Number 4. What is the next activity there?
Venue selection.
Select new. That's number 5, right?
Yeah, number
It's
5.
dependent on what?
Dependent on number 1.
We come back to 1 here again. Thank you. Now we come back to 1 here. This is dependent on 1. It's okay. So what do? We draw our line from here because it's taken off from 1.
Yeah.
We put it here.
When
What's the name?
venue selection.
Selection.
VN.
Venue.
Selection.
VS.
Yeah. Now what is the, how many days?
15.
15 days. So we put 1 5 here. What's the number? 5. So the next activity there is activity 6. Venue contract, right? It's dependent on what?
5.
Is it dependent on 5? So we draw like this to 5. What's the name? Venue contract, right? How many days?
4.
Number what?
6.
Number 6. Are we right? The next activity is number 7. Dependent on what?
6.
It's dependent on 6. So we still go like this. This is going to be number, how many days?
4.
4 days, please be right. And how many, what's the number?
7.
So,
TAI.
what's the next activities now?
TAI.
Activity 8. Dependent on what?
3 and 6.
It's dependent on 3 and
6.
where's activity? This is activity 3 and 6. You can see now. So we're getting 8. This is 7. So assuming 8 will be here, and it's dependent on 3 and 6. We draw it like this. That is 3 and 6, right? So we'll put our box 8 here. And it's going to be how many days?
3 days.
Are you sure? 3
Yeah.
days?
Number 8.
Number 8. Okay. Now, we got that right. We need activity 9, right? How many days? Activity 9 is what? Depends
3
on
days.
8, right?
Yeah.
So it goes like this. Because it's dependent on 8. So we put it, how many days?
3 days.
3 days. And it's going to be 9.
9.
Activity 10.
It's dependent on 1.
It's dependent on 1, right? You
Yeah.
can see we have another cross here.
Yeah.
This is going to be activity
10.
10.
Day 3.
Day,
3.
3 days. Activity 11.
9 on 10. Dependent on 9 and 10.
Both 9 and 10.
No, activity 11 depending on what?
9 and 10.
9 and 10. Where is 9?
Last. Right.
Okay. This is 9.
Yes.
Okay, maybe we'll put it somewhere here. Make it big. have 9 and 10. So this is going to be 11, right? Let's put 11 here. We call it 11, right? How many days?
3.
3 days. And it's dependent on 9 and 10.
Yeah.
This is 9. And 10 is here.
Yeah.
We just draw our 10 like this. We draw it like this. My hand is not straight. Just manage it for me like that. It is like this. But at least you can see, we have 10 goes like this and it's meeting with 11. So we have activity what?
11.
Activity 12, right?
We are on the 12.
12 is dependent on the 11, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we draw it like this. And this is 12. How many days?
15 days.
Right?
13.
We have activity 13, right?
Yeah.
13 is
Dependent on 12.
dependent on 12. I want it to be as small like this. This is 13.
Yeah.
How many days?
1.
1 day. But the whole activity, we draw a line to show that. Now, what are we going to join now? Everything is joined together from here to here, right?
Yeah.
Right. But we need to draw up something because the activity has to end somewhere. So we have it like this. We draw from here. We create an activity here and say end day, just like we have a start here. This is going to be end day. End. End, and it's going to be, when we calculate it, we will see it. But just let's leave it like that. But if we say this is end day, then this place must get connected to this. And this one that is standing here must get connected to this. Because every other thing is connected. It's only that this is not connecting to the last day, and this is not connecting to the last day. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Look at it. So now, we draw up to this. We draw up to this like this, and we join it to this. Then we draw from here, because all activities must be completed together. We draw to this. Of course, we have not gotten the final day. So this is okay to everybody, right?
Yeah.
Based on that table. Then we have to calculate now, moving forward. I wanted to give you this paper before, but I don't think I can give that again. Now we have to pass forward now. When we are passing forward, I told you yesterday, when you are passing forward, there's a formula. When we're moving forward to calculate, to get the last day.
66.
The last day.
66. 66. The total days
No,
is.
we can't go yet.
Okay.
Don't just guess that it's going to be 66. We have to work it. Now,
Okay.
passing forward, rule equals ES, estimated time, ES plus duration equals LA finish. When we move like this, we're looking for LA finish, right? You remember yesterday, right? Yeah. And so the formula is ES plus duration. When we're moving backward, that is backward pass. Coming back to calculate back is going to be backward pass. So this is going to be late finish minus duration equals late start. This is LA start. We're going forward. Moving from the end back is going to be late start. That formula must be there for us to calculate. Now, we have here, let's say this is 0, and this has 3 days. And we are calculating to go forward. What are we going to do?
Calculate all day. Calculate all this day.
See?
Calculate all this day.
Calculate all the days. And so now, this is 3 here. We are moving forward here. And we're moving from here. This is how many If we have 0 here, we bring the 0. LA start is 0, right?
Yeah.
LA start is 0. What are you doing? LA start is 0. How many days are we going to complete this activity moving forward here?
3 days.
Why is it 3 days?
Because
LA start is 0.
Yeah.
Yes.
0
and
to
this
3.
activity itself is going to have 3 days to do.
Yeah.
So 0 plus 3.
Yeah.
Equals to
3.
three.
3.
Yeah.
Remember, this is 1 as activity number. So don't confuse yourself with it. Now we are moving forward now. We said this activity must be completed before we do this activity. And this activity has 3 days to work on its own. So for this activity to complete its work, for this activity to complete its work, please, it has to be the 3 days here, we transfer it here. Am I making sense?
Yes.
So these activities will be completed when? Why?
6.
Because
Because
it has
3 days.
for its own activity.
Yeah.
It has 3 days for this to complete before it will go, so make it 6.
6 days.
This activity here is dependent on this.
9.
This
9.
activity has to be completed before this.
6.
And so
12.
we have 6 here, we transfer it here. This is
12.
6 days here before, it's not going to be 9.
12.
6 plus 6.
12.
It's going to be 12. You have to take into consideration the connection of this activity one by one. So we have activity 4. Activity 4 is dependent on activity 3, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, you can see the arrow. So if this activity here will be completed on 12 days, we can carry the 12
15.
days here.
15.
So we have the 3 days of these activities on its own to it. It's going to be 15.
15. Yep.
That's how we do that. Then we come to activity 5. This is activity 5. Activity 5
15,
is
15, 30.
dependent on activity 1. So it has 0 here. No, it has how many days to complete here?
3.
3 days.
18.
18.
So it's going to give us 18. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this activity 5 is dependent, activity 6 is dependent on activity 5. We have 18 days here for this to complete. We had it. We put
22.
It here.
22.
We had 22, yes. Are we getting it? It's easy.
Yeah.
It's just common sense.
Yep.
Now, we have activity 7. Activity 7 will be done only when activity 6 is completed, right? So now, when we get here, we transfer 22 days here. Like this we complete. We put it here. We had
26.
4 days of this. It becomes 26. Am I right?
Yeah.
We have completed up to activity 7. Now we are going to activity 8.
8.
Where is activity 8?
It's dependent on 6 and 8.
Activity 8 is dependent
On 3 and
7.
3 and
6.
is dependent on
3 and 6. Yeah.
Now this is a bit complicated, but it's common sense. When we're moving forward, we take in the highest number of days of the preceding activity. Get it right. When we're moving forward,
13.
because we are passing forward now,
13.
if you have 2 connections or 3 connections connecting to one activity, we take the highest number of days among them.
6
And because
plus
this
4.
activity 8 can only be done after activity 3 and 6 is completed. And look at activity 3, it has the highest day of 12. Activity 6 has 22. And when we are moving forward, any connecting, activities preceding another activity, have the highest number is what we're going to take. So we're going to move 22 here.
25.
Are we making sense?
25.
So this activity will only be completed on the 25th day.
Yeah.
Are we making sense?
Yep.
Activity 9 can only be done or start until when activity 8 is completed. So now we're going to carry this out because it's the only this one that is connecting to this. We're going to carry out 25 here.
28.
So 25 plus 3 days of original
28.
days here is going to be 28. Now activity 11. Where's activity 10?
Yes.
Activity 10 take off from activity
336. 3, 3,
So
6.
now, for this activity to start, this has to be completed. This has 3 days. We put the 3 days here, plus 3 days of this. 6 days. So that's our activity 10. Now, look at activity 11.
Dependent on
activity
9 and 10.
and
10.
10. And look at activity 9 as 28 days. Activity 10 as 6 days. And we said the rule says we take the highest
number
when you
one.
have 2 activities preceding another activity.
28.
So we take 28 here,
Yeah. 31.
and we add these 3 to it, making it 31 days. Are we making sense?
Yes.
That's why you cannot have 66 days. Just calculating like that. Now, 31 days, we are going to activity 12. Activity 12 has
15 days.
activity 12.
46.
46.
Activity 12 can only be done or started until when activity 11 is completed. And activity 11 will be completed on 31 days. So we carry the 31 days here,
46.
and we add 15 days of this
46.
making 46. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, activity 13 can only start until after activity 12 completed. And activity 12 is
47.
46. We carry it here, and we add its
47.
own days to it. It becomes 47. You can now see that the end of this activity can only
47.
be 47 days,
Yeah.
not 66. That's why you have to run the calculation and not just add together like the other guy that came to me yesterday and said it's going to be 106 days, and he started, adding. That's not it. You have to work it out like this. So we walk forward now. We passing forward. We arrive at 47 days. That's just one leg of our activity. We have to walk back now. Remember, when you are walking back, you are taking the minimum day. So when we are walking back now, we have 47 days here. So we only bring this 47 down here. Right? When we are walking back, we are deducting. Look at the formula. LF minus duration equals LS. They start. This is our duration here. And this is our late finish.
Yeah.
Because this is where we
And
get 47. The duration on this here is 1 day. So we minus 1 from this, we become 46. Are we making sense?
Yep.
So that's 46. Now, because this is dependent on this, 46 will come down here because we finished with 46 here. Right? When we get here,
46 minus
we're going to
15.
minus 46 from
31. 15 is equal to 31.
31.
Same on the top.
Right. Now, this is dependent on this. So we bring our 31 here.
28.
So we're going to have 28. Am I
Yeah.
making sense?
Yeah.
This is still easy because this is dependent on this. We carry our 28 down here.
25.
Am I? Okay. We carry 28 down here. And we minus 3. We have 25.
25.
That is 9. But we have to work on 10. You remember we have to work on 10. This
Highest
activity
one.
10. And if you look at activity 10, there are 2 items connecting to
28.
Okay.
Oh.
This is activity 9. Activity 10. We have how many items? This is 10, depending on this. And that's 28. Okay, 10 is only connected to this, right? So we bring our 28 down here.
Yep.
28.
25.
minus 3,
25.
25.
25. So, but we have activity 8. Aha. Activity 8, if you look at it, it's connected to 2 activities, right? And we're moving backward like this. We are moving like this. And now, this is activity 8 has to be completed before we will do activity 9. So activity 8 will only be, we're going to have our 25 bring down here.
25.
Because
22.
we are still looking at the connection here. So minus 3 is going to be 22.
22.
Right? Then this and this is connected to this. Meaning
Yeah.
that if
20.
this and this has to be worked together.
22 minus 6. 22
Why is
minus
22 minus 6?
Is it the lower one?
Why is it the lower one? Because we are working back now. This is activity 8. We have 22 here. This is activity 8. What's activity 6? 22, 22. This is 22. Activity 6 is 22.
The home boiler 22 minus 6.
So we're moving this 22 down here.
16.
Alright? 22 here.
Yeah, minus 6.
Minus 6.
16. 16.
16.
Yeah.
15. Not 6. 15.
Then we have activity 6.
Yeah,
Activity 6.
22.
Same 22.
Minus 4.
22,
18.
18.
22 minus 4 is going to be 18, right?
Yeah.
Then we need activity. Sorry, activity.
Yeah, 16 minus 3.
Activity 3. This activity 4, right? 4. Because this is the last activity here, which is 47, that this is linking to. So we transfer our 47 here.
47 minus 3 is equal to 44.
47 minus
3.
3.
44.
44.
44 minus 22
We have
maybe.
44. So activity.
44.
Activity. Look at activity 3 is connected to this. Activity 3 is also connected to this, right?
Yes.
So we can't pick this
The lower one.
for this because this is lower. Because they are connected. Because this is 22. So we transfer 22 here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we minus.
Yeah.
Now this same activity 3 is connected to activity 6. So we carry this 22 here to this place. Right. 22 minus 4. We have 18.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Now we come back to activity 2. So activity 2, we're coming back like this, and it's going to be, what do we have here? We have 16 here.
Yeah, 16.
So we bring the 16 down
13.
here. Minus 3.
13.
We have 13. Now we're moving down because this is dependent on this, right? Which one again? We have activity 5. Activity 5.
Lower one.
We bring in, because it's connected to 6.
18.
We bring in 18 here.
Yeah, is equal to 3.
3.
3.
Just we choose
So
the lower one.
We have worked on this. Which one again?
Lower 3 1.
This one now. We're now working down from here. This is connected to this and this. We're going to use 3 here. Because we are working back, we use the minimum. We're working back, we use the minimum. So we bring our 3 here. Right? 3. 3 minus 3.
0.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
that's what we're trying to work on.
Window.
So that's how we work on that. And we'll get everything. I think it's clearer because you said you wanted a practical example. It should be clearer now. Now, the point is this. If we really wanted to get our critical part, I don't have another pen, maybe. I have another pen. If we really wanted to get critical part, how do we get our critical part here? We now look at these items and see when we minus them from each other, anyone that gives us 0. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now look at 3 minus 3. 0. Even this is 0 too, right? 18 minus 18. 0. This is not going to be 0. Because
We also left the 7 1.
Now, this is not going to be 0 because here we are going to have, what do we have here? 3 minus 13.
10.
10. Here we are going to have 22. Am I right?
Yeah.
This minus this is not going to give us 0. This is going to be 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 0. All these places where we have 0, 0, 0. Where again? Are regarded as critical parts. They are regarded as critical parts. Because they are 0. meaning that you cannot just put the timing allocated to all this one by one. So this is how we work it out. And this is how you do it practically. And I guess everybody should be able to understand what we're working out. This is much more than critical part. This is like CCP. CCPM. It's CCPM because we have worked out, because we have probability time. And we take into consideration all these probability, optimistic, and most likely time. We add them together and divide by 6, because there's a formula for it. And that's how we arrive at this, working it out. Do you understand? I'm not going to go over this again. And I think sufficiently, you guys should be okay. If you don't understand, go online and read. There are YouTube, there are so many things that you can use. It's going to help you in your project management, at least your group project. If you don't understand now, I can go over it again. If you have any question you want to ask, let me know now. Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.